No one has told you this yet, but everything you thought you knew about starting a conversation with a woman is completely wrong. Stop doing what you've been doing, because today, we're going to break down the art of communication in a way that will change your interactions forever. Ready to level up your game? Let's dive in. Opening segment, the fear of approaching. Have you ever found yourself standing across the room from someone you're dying to talk to, but suddenly every ounce of confidence evaporates? Your mind goes blank, your hands start to sweat, and your heart feels like it's about to explode. You desperately want to approach, but the words just won't come. Sound familiar? We've all been there. The fear of approaching someone we find attractive is one of the most common experiences out there. But here's the thing, what if I told you that this fear is actually a good thing? That it's a sign you're about to step out of your comfort zone. And stepping out of that zone is exactly where all the magic happens. That's right, the nerves, the racing heart, the sweaty palms, they're not your enemies. They're signals that you're on the verge of something great. You're about to challenge yourself in a way that could lead to new connections, new experiences, and who knows, maybe even something more. But how do we turn those nerves into something positive? How do we take that energy and use it to fuel an amazing conversation? The secret lies in preparation, mindset, and a few key strategies that I'm about to share with you. The mindset shift, turning fear into excitement. Let's talk about the mindset shift that will transform how you approach any conversation. You see, the fear you feel isn't really fear, it's excitement. It's your body's way of preparing you for something important. The trick is to recognize that and flip the switch in your mind. Instead of thinking, I'm so nervous, what if I mess up? Start thinking, I'm excited. This is going to be fun. This small shift in perspective can have a huge impact on your confidence. It turns anxiety into anticipation, and suddenly you're not dreading the interaction, you're looking forward to it. Here's a pro tip. Before you approach someone, take a deep breath and visualize the conversation going well. Imagine yourself being confident, engaging, and relaxed. This simple mental exercise can calm your nerves and set you up for success. And remember, the outcome of the conversation isn't the most important thing. Whether it goes perfectly or not, you're gaining experience and becoming more comfortable with each interaction. The more you practice, the easier it gets and the more confident you'll become. First impressions, the power of the first few seconds. Now, let's move on to one of the most crucial parts of any conversation, the first impression. Think of the first few seconds of your interaction as the cover of a book. It's what people see first, and it's what will make them decide if they want to keep reading. Research shows that people form opinions within the first few seconds of meeting someone. That's why it's so important to get those first moments right. But don't worry, this isn't about being perfect. It's about being genuine, approachable, and confident. So, how do you make a great first impression? It all starts with your body language. Keep your posture open and relaxed. Stand tall but not stiff. Smile, yes, a genuine smile goes a long way. And make eye contact. These small cues can communicate confidence and friendliness without you even saying a word. Your tone of voice also plays a huge role. Speak clearly and with enthusiasm, but don't rush. The key is to sound interested and engaged, but not overly eager. You want to come across as calm and collected, but also warm and approachable. And don't forget about your appearance. While looks aren't everything, being well-groomed and dressed appropriately can boost your confidence and make a positive impression. It shows that you care about yourself and the interaction, which can make others feel more comfortable around you. Remember, the goal isn't to impress with flashy moves or over-the-top gestures. It's about creating a connection, and that starts with being your best, authentic self. Building unshakable confidence, the foundation of successful interactions. Let's dive deeper into confidence, the foundation of any successful interaction. Confidence isn't something you either have or don't have. It's something you build over time. And the good news, it's entirely within your control. One of the best ways to build confidence is through preparation. Before you step into any social situation, take a moment to center yourself. Visualize the conversation going well. Picture yourself being relaxed, engaging, and confident. This mental rehearsal can help calm your nerves and set a positive tone for the interaction. But confidence isn't just mental, it's physical too. Taking care of your body can do wonders for your self-esteem. Regular exercise, a balanced diet, and enough sleep can boost your energy levels and make you feel more confident. When you feel good physically, it naturally reflects in how you carry yourself and interact with others. Another key to building confidence is practice. The more you put yourself out there, the more comfortable you'll get in social situations. Start small, practice making small talk with strangers, complimenting someone, or simply saying hello. Each positive interaction builds your confidence and makes the next one easier. And remember, confidence doesn't mean being the loudest or most outgoing person in the room. It's about being comfortable in your own skin, knowing your worth, and not being afraid to show it. So stand tall, smile, and trust that you have something valuable to offer in any conversation. The art of active listening. Engaging with genuine interest. Here's a little secret. The key to captivating someone isn't always about what you say, it's about how well you listen. Active listening and showing genuine interest are your secret weapons for building meaningful connections. Active listening means fully focusing on the other person when they're speaking rather than just waiting for your turn to talk. It's about being present in the moment, making eye contact, and responding with empathy. When you listen actively, you show that you value the other person's thoughts and feelings, which can instantly deepen your connection. One of the most powerful ways to show you're actively listening is by asking open-ended questions. These are questions that can't be answered with a simple yes or no, but instead encourage the other person to share more about themselves. For example, instead of asking, "Did you have a good weekend?" you might ask, "What did you do this weekend that you enjoyed the most?" Open-ended questions invite the other person to share their thoughts, feelings, and experiences, which can lead to more meaningful conversations. They show that you're interested in getting to know the person on a deeper level, which is key to building a genuine connection. But it's not just about asking questions, it's about really listening to the answers. Show that you're paying attention by nodding, smiling, or giving verbal cues like "I see" or "That's interesting." This not only shows that you're engaged, but also encourages the other person to keep sharing. Another important aspect of active listening is empathy. Try to put yourself in the other person's shoes and understand their perspective. Show that you care about their feelings by responding with understanding and compassion. For example, if someone shares a challenge they're facing, you might say, "That sounds really tough. How are you handling it?" Empathy creates an emotional bond and can make the other person feel truly heard and understood. It's a powerful way to deepen your connection and build trust in any conversation. The power of open-ended questions. Unlocking deeper conversations. If you want to truly captivate someone, mastering the art of asking open-ended questions is essential. These questions are the key to unlocking deeper, more engaging conversations. Open-ended questions invite the other person to share more about themselves, their thoughts, and their experiences. They show that you're genuinely interested in getting to know them on a deeper level, which can make the conversation more meaningful and enjoyable for both of you. For example, instead of asking, "Did you have a good day?" you might ask, "What was the highlight of your day today?" This question encourages the other person to reflect on their day and share something positive, which can lead to a more interesting and uplifting conversation. Another powerful open-ended question is, "What's something you're passionate about?" This question invites the other person to share their interests in what truly excites them. It can lead to a fascinating conversation about their hobbies, goals, and dreams. Open-ended questions can also be used to explore deeper topics. For example, you might ask, "What's a challenge you faced recently and how did you overcome it?" This question can lead to a meaningful conversation about resilience, growth, and personal experiences. But remember, the key to using open-ended questions effectively is to listen actively to the answers. Show that you're genuinely interested in what the other person has to say by giving them your full attention and responding with empathy and understanding. By mastering the art of asking open-ended questions, you can take your conversations to a deeper level and create more meaningful connections with others. Genuine compliments, the magic of sincere praise. Never underestimate the power of a genuine compliment. A sincere compliment can turn an ordinary conversation into a memorable experience and create a strong emotional connection between you and the other person. When you give a genuine compliment, you're not just saying something nice, you're acknowledging and appreciating the other person's unique qualities. This shows that you're paying attention and that you genuinely value who they are as a person. But the key to giving a great compliment is sincerity. It's not about flattering someone or saying something just to be polite. It's about genuinely noticing something you admire about the other person and expressing it in a way that feels authentic. For example, instead of saying, "You look nice," you might say, "I really admire how confident you are. It's inspiring." This type of compliment goes beyond surface level and touches on something deeper, making it more meaningful and impactful. Compliments can also be a great way to build rapport and make the other person feel more comfortable in the conversation. When someone feels appreciated and valued, they're more likely to open up and engage with you on a deeper level. So next time you're in a conversation, don't be afraid to give a genuine compliment. It's a simple yet powerful way to create a positive connection and make the other person feel good about themselves. Humor, the ultimate icebreaker and bonding tool. Humor is one of the most powerful tools you can use to break the ice and create a bond with someone. Laughter has a way of easing tension and bringing people closer together, making any conversation more enjoyable and memorable. But how do you incorporate humor into a conversation without it feeling forced or awkward? The key is to keep it light and natural. Start with a lighthearted comment or a funny observation to set a positive tone. This helps relax both you and the other person and makes the conversation feel more comfortable. It's important to read the situation and know your audience when using humor. What's funny to one person might not be to another, so be mindful of the context and the other person's sense of humor. For example, some people appreciate subtle sarcasm, while others might prefer playful banter or self-deprecating jokes. Sharing funny stories or anecdotes is another great way to incorporate humor into a conversation. Personal stories that highlight your sense of humor can make you more relatable and create a sense of camaraderie. Just be sure to keep it appropriate and avoid humor that could be offensive or misunderstood. Remember, humor isn't just about making someone laugh, it's about creating a positive, enjoyable atmosphere that fosters connection. When used well, humor can be the bridge that turns a simple conversation into a meaningful, lasting bond. So don't be afraid to let your sense of humor shine in your conversations. Laughter is one of the best ways to connect with others and make your interactions more enjoyable. Overcoming the fear of rejection, embracing growth. One of the biggest obstacles to starting a conversation is the fear of rejection. It can be paralyzing, making you second-guess yourself and hold back. But what if I told you that rejection isn't something to be feared, it's something to be embraced? Rejection is a natural part of life, and everyone experiences it at some point. The key is to shift your perspective and see rejection not as a failure, but as an opportunity for growth. When you approach someone and they don't respond the way you hoped, it's not the end of the world. It's a chance to learn, to build resilience, and to improve your approach for next time. Every rejection is a step closer to success, because it's through these experiences that you learn and grow. One way to overcome the fear of rejection is to practice detachment. Don't tie your self-worth to the outcome of a conversation. Instead, focus on the process and the effort you're putting in. Whether the interaction goes well or not, you're gaining valuable experience and becoming more comfortable with each conversation. It's also helpful to seek support from friends and loved ones. Talking about your experiences and getting feedback can help you process rejection and move forward with confidence. Remember, even the most successful people have faced rejection, and it's a natural part of the journey. By embracing rejection as a learning opportunity, you'll find that it becomes less intimidating and more manageable. Over time, you'll build the resilience and confidence needed to navigate any conversation with ease, leaving a lasting impression. So you've had a great conversation. Now it's time to close it out in a way that leaves a lasting positive impression. The way you end a conversation is just as important as how you start it, because it's your final opportunity to solidify the connection and leave the other person with a good feeling. One effective way to close a conversation is to use open body language and friendly facial expressions. This communicates warmth and positivity, making the other person feel comfortable and appreciated. Expressing gratitude is another powerful way to end a conversation on a high note. A simple thank you for this conversation, I really enjoyed it, can make a big impact. It shows that you value the time spent together and appreciate the interaction. If you want to keep the connection alive, offer a clear and specific follow-up. This could be as simple as exchanging contact information or making plans for a future meeting. By taking the initiative to maintain the connection, you show that you're genuinely interested in building a relationship. And remember, the key to a successful conversation is authenticity. Be yourself and don't be afraid to show your true personality. When you're genuine and sincere, you create a more meaningful and lasting connection. The journey to mastering conversations. Congratulations on making it through this deep dive into the art of captivating conversations. You've taken the first step towards mastering a skill that can open doors, build relationships, and change your life. But remember, this is just the beginning. Every conversation is an opportunity to learn, grow, and refine your approach. The more you practice, the more confident and skilled you'll become. So, keep challenging yourself, keep pushing your boundaries, and most importantly, keep being authentic. The real magic happens when you embrace who you are and bring that to your interactions. With these tips and strategies in your arsenal, you're ready to tackle any conversation with confidence, charm, and ease. Go out there and captivate the world with your words.